and Morty Season 5 Episode 8 is now available for everyone to go and watch. In this episode, Rick goes on a solo adventure by himself into the mind of his best friend, Bird Person, in order to bring him back to life so he can once again walk among everyone else in the living world. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on this episode, but down in the comments below, please let me know your comments on this episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you mixed about it? Smash it down there, please. Let's get a discussion going. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and without further ado, we're going to jump straight into this review of Episode 8, Season 5, Rick and Morty. Okay, so Episode 8. What did I think of it? Look, if you guys have been following me so far and you've been watching my reviews on the other episodes of Rick and Morty, you would know so far this season is very mixed for me. I think it is the weakest season so far to date of Rick and Morty. While I did really enjoy the last two episodes, I thought they were actually back to where they were meant to go, in the direction that I was hoping they were going to go, and this jokes started to land. The writing was getting much better, but the other episodes were just, they were really bad, and the jokes didn't land. The writing was piss poor, to be honest, and I was really concerned, and I felt like they went away from it. However, they gave us that Rick and Morty adventure, which I thought is the strongest episode of this season so far. It was absolutely so much fun. And then we have this, last week's episode, which I thought was really good for a family episode as well. Now we get a solo Rick one. And I can tell you right now, this season, Rick's adventures and story have not been that strong, in my opinion. I feel like when him and Morty were separated and we're following Rick's story and Morty's story separately, Rick's was definitely the weaker one. This time, we get Bird Person back, which I'm really excited for because I really like Bird Person in it. And we also got to see another version of Rick interact with Rick as well, which I absolutely love as well. So overall, this episode, I actually didn't have a problem with. I actually enjoyed it. I don't think it's the strongest episode or one of the strongest episodes, but it's a lot better than the previous episodes before the last two. It's definitely one of the stronger ones, and I really did enjoy this. I thought the back and forth and the banter between Rick, our Rick, and the other Rick of the memory from Bird Person was actually really fun, and I really enjoyed it. The way that they interact with each other. Rick, our Rick, obviously being the older version of Rick, where this is the younger one, 35 years old I think he is, or something like that, and just basically telling him that he's going to turn into him, just flying left, right, and center. And then we get to see what Rick was like young, where before he knew everything that he knows now, which I thought was a cool touch as well. I got to see some more backstory, and what I really liked is they explored the relationship of Bird Person and Rick, and why they are such good friends, and why Rick is trying to do something so, like, out of character for him to bring back a person that he actually cares about. Because if you know Rick doesn't really show that he cares about a lot of people. He's kind of a bit of a cold-hearted bastard, if you ask me. But in this one, we see that he actually really cares for Bird Person, and we see why. Like that whole scene of the big battle, and as young Rick would say, it's their Vietnam, where they're battling the Federation, and we see that battle, which was pretty cool to see. I'm not going to lie, that really gave me awesome vibes, and I really enjoyed that. And then you see, at the end of the battle, you see Bird Person and Rick have that conversation, and Rick is telling younger Rick that this isn't where you want to come back, because young Rick's like, well, this is so sick, we could just do this battle all the time, this was so cool. And then he finds out that Bird Person actually rejects Rick and his proposal of going on these adventures, which is what Morty ends up doing with him, and just creating complete chaos and just having fun and doing all that stuff. And you can just see the emotion in that scene and that impact on Rick and how it changed him. And I really felt that was really good character growth for Rick, and gave us a bit more understanding to Rick as a character underneath the layers of just pure cold-heartedness that he has, which I really enjoyed as well. Bird Person was great in this. It was so good to see him, and gave him some character and a character arc as well about letting go and facing, because this whole story is about Bird Person not wanting to come back to real life and live again because he's too scared to live out without his wife now. He doesn't want to mourn for her. He doesn't want to feel the guilt and feel that stuff that you feel when you lose someone. So he's trying to just destroy his own mind so he doesn't have to live through the pain and suffering, which he ends up having to give up, and actually does do it because he finds out he actually has a child, which I thought was pretty unique. We didn't know that, and that now throws a spanner in the works, doesn't it? With Bird Person and Rick and all that. And there is a scene after the credits, and that's absolutely funny with his kid, and his kid's just an absolute badass. But it showed the growth of his character as well, and it actually tackled some deep themes as well, with that whole losing someone and trying to live with the pain and suffering and not wanting to. And I thought that was well executed as well. This episode, to me, it had some jokes that were really funny, but it wasn't really one of the funniest episodes. But it was a really good, fun story. We got some good character moments for both characters. We got some good character arcs. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode, I'm not gonna lie. Thought it was good. I've got to say, the music for that whole war scene as well was really good, really fun. And I just enjoyed it. I loved going back and seeing Rick as a young person and seeing him grow and develop and see what he was like before he was this cold-hearted person. And I really enjoyed that aspect, and I thought that was really good. The AI, the Rick's garage, absolutely hilarious as well, when there's just a random dude and they're having a conversation. I thought that was funny. That was really funny. And then the end when Rick comes back to life after being in the mind. Yeah, it was absolutely hilarious. Look, I don't mind if they don't always do a Rick and Morty adventures, even though I think they are the strongest episodes and by far the best and the funniest and just so good because of the chemistry. But I will say this episode, the solo Rick, worked for me. I enjoyed it, not gonna lie. Absolutely had a ball with it. Is it one of the strongest? No. This season is still mixed for me. I think we've got 2 episodes left, so hopefully they finish on 2 strong episodes. I'm really looking forward to it now. I was a bit concerned halfway through, after episode 3. I was very concerned of where this was going to go. And then episode 4 was concerned as well. But now they're starting to pick up the pace. And now I'm starting to see a bit of light at the end of the tunnel for this season. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down below. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe as well. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.